What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. It is approximately, well, I don't know none. I would say it's about 9:30ish down here in Southwest Florida. I've been working for a damn 2 hours already. Feels like it at least. Could be earlier, could have worked less. I don't know. I do the same damn thing every day. 360 some odd days of the year. And about 10 hours a day, so time really doesn't fly for me. But anyway, we're dipping the same old damn stuff we were dipping yesterday. Some of that gosh damn Grizzly Premium Straight. I ain't got a whole lot to pack. I'm gonna go buy me a can of something this evening. Daniel Doyle, Mr. Allbrand. All of my damn subscribers, all 15 or 16 of y'all, comment below and tell me what dip I should go buy this evening. Don't do something real special like Skull Cherry. I haven't been able to find Skull Cherry, but I guarantee you when I find that shit, I'm going to try it because I'm going to hope that it is as good as the Skull Apple, but not as shitty as the Skull Berry. My God, Skull Berry's something else, man. That shit, I don't understand how people even like that. I mean, even lady dippers don't dip Skull Berry. Hell, the one lady dipper I do know, Mrs. Sierra fucking Reed, she dips Copenhagen Wintergreen. And that's some good shit. That's some damn good shit. But I'm fucking tired of wintergreen. Anyway, Skull Grizzly. Skull Grizzly. Fuck me, god damn it, motherfucker. I'm tired. Grizzly Premium Straight Long Cut. I forgot. Skull doesn't make straight flavors. No, they do make straight flavors. That was a joke intended to amuse Mrs. Reed if she watches my videos. Everybody, if Sierra Reed comments in the comment section below, I want you to comment on her comment and call her a slicker. Even though she's not, she doesn't appreciate being called a slicker. Oh shit, I have plenty. I don't know, there's something about the smell of Grizzly Straight and Grizzly Wintergreen that just takes me back to my childhood. And I'll tell you why here in a minute. Come on, let's throw this son of a bitch in park. Don't fucking argue with me, tractor. Oh no, don't put it up. That's gonna fucking... Oh yeah, Sierra also spits in cups. She's not a real dipper. Anyway, the smell of Grizzly Straight and the smell of Grizzly Wintergreen always takes me back to my childhood. Whenever I think of my peaceful place, you know, because everybody's got their happy place. Like some of y'all might be at a creek bank in the woods fishing with a cane pole and shit. My happy place that I always go to was back whenever I was a little kid. And my uncle had a 1980 something Ford Ranger stick shift 4x4. It's an old red truck. And I don't know if you guys remember it or not, if you've ever seen it. The old 80s models Ford Rangers were just as big as the Ford F-150s. So I mean, it wasn't a little small Ford Ranger. No, it was a regular size pickup truck, but it was a Ranger. It was a 4x4 stick shift. It was old and beat down, you know. And I remember every time I got into that truck and went to take a drive with my uncle, the cab of that truck would smell like Grizzly Straight or Grizzly Wintergreen. It was a mix-up of the two. But either way, it smelled like dip. And it's been such a long damn time since I've seen my uncle, and I never really got to spend so much time with him. And especially not now since he's out on the road so damn much. But, you know, I remember my uncle, he was a cool guy. I always looked up to him because I ain't never had a dad. For some of y'all that don't know that about me, my dad took off. Well, actually, my dad kicked my mom out after he found out she was pregnant. And then my mom was still pretty young, so she liked to party and stuff. And just wasn't taking care of me. She'd leave me in the car when she was at the parties and stuff with the windows down, mosquitoes would bite me up. And my grandma didn't like that. So my grandma adopted me, you know, legally. So technically my grandma's my mom. My mom's my sister. My dad's still my dad, somehow. And my brothers are, you know, my nephews. My uncles are my cousins, you know, and vice versa. Like everything, I got took up a notch legally, but technically and biologically, I'm still down here, you know. But on the paperwork, I'm up here, and the family tree. So, anyway, you know, I always looked up to my uncles. It was my Uncle Russ I enjoyed, and my Uncle Jason, and my Uncle Russ's son, Uncle Jason, is the one that had the old the Ranger. And every time I go to my happy place, for some odd goddamn reason, you know, my happy place is up in northern Florida where they got the red clay dirt roads, riding shotgun in this goddamn 80s model Ford Ranger, surrounded by the scent of Grizzly Wintergreen and Grizzly Straight. Because I always loved being around my uncle. And Jason, I'm probably going to share this with you on Facebook, so, you know, I love you, man. I hope you're doing well for yourself. As you can see, I'm doing pretty decent. Running this goddamn tractor all day. Anyway, I was going to talk about something, then I forgot about it. And then I was going to talk about something else, and I forgot about that too. So I'll come back to you as soon as I can fucking think of what I was talking about. Or thinking about talking about. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I remembered one thing I was going to talk about. Today I woke up late, about 40 minutes late, which fucked me up pretty good. I usually get up at 5:40 in the morning, you know, leave the house around 6:10, get to work about 6:40, start work at 7 o'clock, you know. And that's kind of what they want you to do here. They want you to get to work early. They'll talk about what you're going to do, and then you go out and do it. Well, today I woke up 40 minutes late. I woke up at 6:20, and I couldn't get breakfast at the house, so I went up to the Dunkin' Donuts. Because I like Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, their breakfasts are small. They're not that good, but it's a fairly decent breakfast. And you know, the donuts and the coffee and shit, and that just helps me get awake in the morning, get ready for work and stuff. Well, I pulled in behind this little, looked like some little city girl, and a little brand new Toyota Camry. She had a license plate, you know, and it's one of those special license plates with, you know, the picture in the background and stuff. And hers was a picture of a Florida sunset, and on the bottom it said, Forever Summer. And I looked at her in her mirror, her side mirror. I was looking at her. She's a little blonde girl and stuff. I'm thinking, oh Lord, we don't have this in Immokalee. We just don't have city slickers. We don't have city people, and we don't have country people. We have Hispanics, Latinos, African Americans, because it's a little farming town, and that's primarily what everybody does in Immokalee is farming. So, and it's not a racist thing. You don't see a lot of white people. You don't see, it's primarily African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Spanish people, Mexicans, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Cubans. You don't see a lot of white people. And that's not a racist thing. It's just the way my town is. And it's a little bumfuck town, so for this little white girl to be driving around in Immokalee surprises the fuck out of me. Well, I placed my order, and I wait behind her. She gets her order, and I pull up, and I went to hand the lady my money, and she hands me a receipt before I could even get my money. She said, "Here you go. The lady in front of you paid for your food." What? I knew exactly what she was trying to do. She was trying to start one of those things where everybody starts paying for the person behind them's food, and that's all well and good. But sweetheart, you don't do that in Immokalee, because no one gives a fuck in Immokalee. Everybody's after their own. It's not a little small town in Arkansas or Tennessee where that kind of thing is like, you're just being friendly, and it's a little shitty town. Anyway, nobody's wanting to do that. You do that somewhere else. You do that in a town 30 miles away from Immokalee called Fort Myers. You do that up there. Or you do that out in Naples. And I was like, okay, I was thinking about it, and I said, well, I'll go ahead and pay for the people behind me. Now, whether or not they pay for the people behind them, I don't know. But I went ahead and paid the favor back to those people. So, I know what she's trying to do, but it's fucking Immokalee. Nobody does that shit. And if you live in a town where everybody's after their own kind of thing, and they don't really care about the people around them, then, yeah, I understand, but you don't do that in that little small town like that. You do that in a bigger city where, people are a little bit more friendly and stuff. Or like a little small town up in Arkansas where it's, more friendly. But Immokalee's not a friendly kind of town. It's, to the towns around Immokalee, Immokalee's the ghetto. And I don't really live in the ghetto part of Immokalee. I live out in the country part of Immokalee, which is very small because there's not a lot of country folk in Immokalee. And the ones that are, are wannabe country, and they're driving their daddy's pickup truck all jacked up. For instance, have you ever seen a fucking, a lifted Chevy sitting on American Force rims with about that much tire on it? Chrome rims, chrome Chevy and everything. That's the kind of country folk that live in Immokalee. That's about as country as it gets. No one plays country music. You don't see any country folk in Immokalee. Up in a little small town called LaBelle, or Alva, where I bought that damn dip. Yeah, you might get that, but not here in Immokalee. Anyway, I seen that this morning, and it just made me wonder, like, where in the hell is she from? She surely ain't from Immokalee if she's doing this shit. Because if she was from Immokalee, she would be looking after her fucking own. And I wouldn't do that in Immokalee. I wouldn't try to start that line. I would pay for my own shit, fuck the people behind me. But if it was in LaBelle or something and somebody started that, I would definitely be okay with it, because I know LaBelle's a small town, people are friendly, and you still get those people that are after their own, but a majority of the people in LaBelle are friendly people, and everybody gets along there mostly. And LaBelle has its own ghetto and shit like that, but a majority of LaBelle is true country, you know, and I mean, that's kind of where I wish I lived, but I live here in Immokalee, and my choices aren't really open right now since, you know, I don't make enough money to pay off my student loans and move out. Let me get that other thing I was thinking about, talk about it, and end this video for you guys. Be right back. Alright, so I can't remember what the fuck I was going to talk about, but tell me in the comment section after I post this video this evening, where is your happy place? And I don't mean like, you know, oh, I think about spending time with my girlfriend and this and that. You know, I want something that's fucking meaningful. You know, like something like, you know, whenever I'm going through hard times, I like to think about, you know, the Thanksgiving back whenever I was 6 and everybody was around each other and they were happy, or, you know, I think about back whenever I used to spend time with my dad and we went out hunting and things like that. Or, you know, Daniel might go as far as saying, I think about spending time out in the fields, hunting and shit like that. And, you know, that usually calms me down and stuff like that. You know, I'm not looking for something, you know, real easy, like I just said, you know, spend time with my girlfriend and stuff. I'm looking for something that actually means something to you. Like, if everything was taken away from you, and you didn't have anything around you, and you were going through real hard times, what do you remember that can ease your mind and, you know, take you away from, you know, your problems that you're facing in your own life? What best, or what example is something that will take you away from your problems? I guess, you know, your happy place. Also, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and post them in the comment section below, and I will answer them in tomorrow's video. You know, do something cool and interesting. I like questions that make me think and elaborate. You know, I don't want something like, you know, how long have you and your girlfriend been together, or, you know, how much time do you spend thinking about digits, or something like that. I like, do something interesting that'll make me elaborate on it and give you guys an example of my life and things. That way you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Maybe we can grow a little bit of a closer relationship. Because if and whenever this channel does blow up, I want everybody to feel like they're a part of my life. You know, like you guys, I'm bringing you to work with me on my damn tractor, even though I shouldn't. And I get fired real quick, and my boss found out I was vlogging on my tractor. But I would like, you know, a few questions, and that way you guys can get to know me and find out what I'm all about. You know, and you know, I'd like to have a relationship with my fans, like Redneck Soldiers does, and Outlaw does, and Joey Let's Dipping and stuff like that. They have a good relationship with their fan base, and their fans really feel like they can be a part of their life through them explaining things that they've been through and things like that. You know, because I feel like a connection to Outlaw. I feel like, you know, he's part of my family because I've watched his videos for a long time. I've seen, you know, things that he goes through, and, you know, he talks about his past, and he takes you out to where he used to live, and, you know, you get involved in his life, and you feel like that's someone you're emotionally attached to. Because if they were to go away, if someone was to have them that passed away, or if they were to go through a struggle, you would feel bad too, because you know they're going through a struggle, you know their life, you have emotional attachments to them and stuff like that. And that's what I kind of want with my fan base. I want you guys to know who I am. I want you guys to, you know, to be my family. You know, because family's not always about blood. You know, I have a lot of family that is not blood kin to me, but I would I would have their backs through anything. And, that's kind of what I want you guys to be with me. I want to have a good relationship with my fan base and stuff. So go ahead and leave a few questions in the comment. Ask me some questions. Get to know me a little bit better, because I will answer them all. And I'll go ahead and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This will be uploaded this evening. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care, y'all.